Got our insulation, we're ready to go. Got the Rockwool insulation. I heard this stuff was amazing when it comes to breaking down the noise. As you can hear, that's the road noise by this shed. There goes a big truck coming by. It's not that bad in the house, so with these thin walls over here, I'm hoping that this Rockwool will get rid of the noise for us. You know, we want to make this into a studio, so we really need something to cut the noise down. This Rockwool is made to go on a 16 by center. If you can see that, it's upside down, but it is 16. Once we get this done, we could go ahead and start putting our walls up, and hopefully within the next 2 weeks be completed and done with this project, at least to be able to get moved in. So we're excited. Hopefully this will get knocked out sometime in the next day or so. Definitely next time I need to wear a mask and some glasses. That junk is all up in my nose, making me sneeze. It's terrible. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have listened to everybody else on YouTube and put the mask on and everything. I definitely will for the rest of it. You know, that was a big wall to do, but it wasn't bad at all. This Rockwool goes in real easy. It's 16, almost, I think it's almost 16 inches wide. No, it's a little bit under 16, and so it fits just right in there, and it compresses itself, so you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to staple it or nothing. It's pretty straightforward. Worst thing about it is I'm breathing it in. When I finish out the rest, I'm gonna definitely wear a mask, even though I hate wearing masks because I can't breathe in them. But I have a feeling this is gonna be crazy tomorrow. Just sniffing all this, and I bet you I'm sneezing and everything tomorrow. But anyway, got most of it done. We're getting there. We're using this Rockwool insulation. This stuff is very good for acoustics and absorbing sound. The dampening sound in this room is so much, has increased so much since I've put this in. You can still hear the cars and stuff on the road going, but I believe a lot of that has to do with our ridge vent we have up top here, but we'll cover that up. That should help. But once it's all insulated, I think we'll be good. So this Rockwool, I mean, anything that has a baby sleeping soundly on it has to be good, right? It was more expensive, but I'm really pleased with how easy it is to put it in. I'm still wearing my gloves. I got my mask. I could probably wear, you know, some safety glasses to keep it out of my eyes when I'm up top, you know, if I want to. But it's already hot, and I don't want all that on. So here's what I'm doing. Let me show you this stuff. So this is it. It's pretty thick. I think this is maybe about 4 inches thick. Very easy to work with. Now this is, from what I understand, made out of rock, and it's water resistant. It's fireproof to a certain extent, fire resistant, I guess, not fireproof, but so it cuts down a lot of risk of different things like, you know, if the walls got wet, if something was leaking, it wouldn't damage it, have to take it all out. So that's pretty good. It's easy to work with, but it does kind of tear apart, like when you're trying to use your utility knife. So that's all you need is this utility knife. And when you cut it, sometimes it doesn't cut evenly. See how it breaks together. So let me show you something. So right here we have an outlet, and we have our electrical wire that's coming. So what you want to do is you want to be able to cut this to where it fits around the outlet. Some people even stuff, you know, behind the outlet to make it because you will get a draft in through there, but I'm just kind of cutting it out around it. And then on my wire, I'll make a little slit to where the wire kind of falls inside of it. So let me show you what we're doing. So this is 16 on center. This is a little smaller here because we have a double stud right here. But I just want to show you this technique. I'm going to get this out of the way. So you want to make sure when you're stuffing this in, make sure it's all the way down at the bottom. This will compress in between the studs right here, which is really nice. I mean, for it to come in. So you don't have to do anything else like stapling or anything like that. But in order to get it to lay past our wire right here to where it doesn't poke out too much, what we do is we kind of bend this down. If you can see our wire right here, just kind of cut a groove in the insulation right here. And so it's going to separate nicely, and then your wire is just going to kind of fit in there. And so when you push it up against the wall, it fits, and your wire is just running right here. And now for here on my receptacle, all I'm going to do is kind of see where it's at, and I'm just going to cut a little bit below it. You don't have to go all the way through. Be careful if your power is on, and because you can get shocked right there. So see how my wires are kind of sticking through? This one I didn't nail down right there like I should. I'm just going to kind of fit it around it. And then over here, I'm going to come over here to the side, and I'm going to cut a little bit. Actually, I did this one different than I've done them before, but let's come around this way. So usually this piece, I'm just going to push. I usually don't cut it right there. I just cut the top, I cut the bottom, and then this I kind of push. And if I want to, I can shove some of it down in there, and to get it kind of behind the wall, or the receptacle right there and on the wall. Alright, and this just kind of fits right there. So that's how easy it is. It's as simple as it goes, and I'm going to put my mask on because some of it is getting me. Alright, so what we do now is we just put the top piece on and go up and trim it. So you just do that for the whole wall and just take it all the way through. It's as simple as that. Alright, I'm done with getting the insulation in. Let's just kind of pan around so you can see. I'm pretty pleased with it. This was not bad at all. It probably took maybe an hour or so per wall. I do think that the sound quality in here is so much better now with this Rockwool. I mean, I can't hear. I mean, it's just more of a dampening sound, which is very important because the road is just right up there, and this just makes it so much better to where you're not distracted. And I know when you have the TV going and stuff like that, we want to use this for a, maybe to recording music studio one day, stuff like that, to do self-tapes for acting for my son. And, so this, I'm really glad I went with the Rockwool. And I'm very pleased with it. Picked it up at Home Depot. I'll have to get in a couple more pieces. I did leave off my panel right here because I still have some wiring I need to run outside for my mini split that I'm going to do later. So I have that exposed still. So I'm going to start putting sheetrock up in the next day or two. Really excited about that. So there's nothing to it. Just make sure you wear a mask. Get you some gloves. Even though I wore the mask, I still can feel it kind of in my sinuses, and you just want to protect yourself from that. Even maybe some safety glasses and a utility knife. That's all you need. It makes it really simple. So make sure you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave me comments. Let me know experiences that you've had, or if this has been helpful, if there's other things that I can do better when I do this. You know, maybe another time. I don't know when the next time I'll do something like this, but it's first time putting insulation in, and you know, I think I did a pretty good job. All right, go hit like, tell your friends about my channel.